people. Hey, y'all. Waiting for my co-host to jump on since we couldn't get the Zoom going, right? Hey, Ebony. How's it going? Broski.
And I'm here, and I'm here, and I'm here, and I'm here.
Hey, 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 hey. Oh, now we gotta wait on Stump.
Hey, I think he can read the paperwork. This was not the way this was supposed to go. This is a little difficult joint, but guess what? It's the first time we figured it out. We all in different spots. Ain't nobody close to nobody. You
Right.
actually in a foreign country, so yeah, we making this work. Like this is what it's all about. Like we gonna make it happen.
That's what I'm talking about. So I think once he views the hi Katrina. So I guess once he views the live, did Reggie jump off? I tell you, I don't know why he jumped off. How's it going, you guys? He must have hung up by accident. You back on the Disney cruise, Katrina? You don't be playing. I thought you just came back from the Disney cruise. Let me see where they at. It's always technology. Gotta mess you up. Hold on. Amy, see your comment. Yes, Disney cruise. Yes, Disney cruise. We're gonna get this done today.
Oh yeah, for sure. See, I don't know what happened. I guess when I went out to go pull up my notes, it logged me off. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, you might as well have like a backup so that you can see our notes.
Yeah, that see, learning. It's a learning curve.
Let's go ahead and kick this thing off, Reggie. You go ahead and start us going with the travel, official launch of the travel Misfits.
Yeah, like so we gonna get into it, and we gonna start it off, and basically like this. Thank you guys for coming. Thanks for logging in. Thanks for joining us. Um, As you can see, this is the first episode of the Travel Misfits, and you get me, Reggie Johnson, as the West Coast Wild Child, because that's what I'm doing now. West Coast, Best Coast. That's how we're gonna rock this. Um, we have the sister in the business, Reese Johnson, over here, the shenanicator herself. Like, trust me, we all know about her shenanigans. We do know this. And then, the third member of the team, he's not actually on live right now, but he will be coming in soon. We have Mr. Darren Nelson, and that's Mr. Quiet Storm himself. Like, it don't look like he kick up a lot of foods and this, but we will you will see that that's not the case. But we all been together for about 3 years, doing this as a team, and we just decided that one day that we should be able to put out information for our people. And when we say our people, we're not just talking about skin color or nothing like that, but the people that we interact with every day. You guys can see information anywhere, but you might as well get it from us and get it, straight from the tap, as they would say. Is that the term, Reese? Straight from the tap.
Straight from the tap.
So,
Straight no chaser.
you know, as it goes, like I said, I'm gonna basically give a little small introduction about who I am, what I do. I've been doing this going on 7 years now. I've been in the travel business for going on 7 years. I specialize in group travel. That's where the fun at for me. Also, I do individual travel, of course. That's nothing, but my main thing is it ties into my business name, Dream Makers Travel. I do everything to make your travel dreams come true. I put together vacations based on exactly what it is that you want and how you want it. And I want you to always remember the vacation that I sent you on. So that's a little bit about me. I'm gonna turn it over to Reese. She can, let you know what it is about
Yeah, so my name is Reese J, aka the Shenanicator. I'm from the East Coast. Big
her.
ass baby, baby. I'm from the East Coast, however. Um, I'm here in Jamaica. For those who already know me, y'all know I come here several times, right? This is my second home now. However, um, I've been in the business, yeah, for about just about 3 years now. It's the best choice I could ever make. Shenanications Travel, that's my business. What is a shenanicator? When you go, your purpose of traveling is to experience something out of your norm, right? Something different that you don't get to experience back at home, or something that's illuminated that you may do back at home. So that's where the shenanigans come in, and it doesn't matter what type of shenanigans, you might want to do some peaceful therapeutic shenanigans. I know I'm doing some this week. You might want to do your turn up shenanigans where you want to have an alter ego and you let her or him fly and all that good stuff. And I'm just that one to look into those extra shenanigans to highlight your trip and your experience. So that's what the shenanigating on my end is all about. Can you hear me, Reggie?
Yeah, and that right there, that right there is a real cool real cool thing, like that you can actually be away but still be in touch with your people, and still be in touch with everything that's going on. You're still in touch with your business. You're still in touch with all of the people that could want to join you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm gonna be here for a few more days. Hey, you know what, Reese? I was thinking about coming to Jamaica this weekend. You know what I mean? Anything is possible. Like, I've had people join me while I was out on vacation. I was in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta having fun, like enjoying the weekend, and I just got a phone call like, "How long are you gonna be there?" And it was like, you know what? I'll be there in 2 days. 24 hours later, I had people trying to find me and where the chicken was. That's just that's how that worked out. But that's the beauty in what we do and being able to provide people with the information like today. Today we're going to give you our top do's and don'ts. There are some things that we can definitely add to this list. You know what I mean? But we're going to give you our version of the top do's and don'ts to travel. Um, there will be a top 10 show coming soon, along with some other things. But today we just want to give you a little touch on, some of the things. Like, Reese, I'm going to let you, I guess, read from both lists. And I can chime because since if I go to my list, it's going to cut me off since we haven't figured out all the technical difficulties yet.
So if it cuts you off, try to hop back on and I'm gonna add you on, but I'm gonna kick it off with some of the things that we talked about on the back end.
Okay.
And then hopefully you can hop in and you can spin from it from your expertise as well. Um, so I'm gonna kick he done hopped off real fast. So before until Reggie hops back on and joins us, I'm gonna kick it off with some of my top do's and don'ts with traveling. So one thing about me, I do love to travel solo. I'm one of those ones to where, I understand my friends have different backgrounds. Some have kids, they can't up and go like I can, or they can't, get off of work, things of that sort. So I can't let that stop me, and it's nothing against them. Hey, bro. Hey, Mike. And it's nothing against them at all. It's just Reese got to live for Reese sometimes. So I can't always wait for let me see if I can get time off and let me see if I can afford the trip or things of that sort. Here you go. I'm adding back in. Um, so with that being said, he having technical issues. So with that being said, some of my top 10, I love international travel and I love solo travel. Top 10, well, not even top 10, within the top 10, I'm gonna share this. One of the dues that you want to do, whether you're traveling with other close friends or I know that's right. Whether you're traveling with close friends or whether you're doing solo traveling, always, 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 regardless if it's domestic or international, always leave information with your emergency contact. That is imperative. You don't know where you're going to go, what can happen, any type of emergency that can kick off, especially if it's international. And it's the worst to get hung up and stuck on anything internationally with all of the mayhem and things that's going on. So to be safe, always let your emergency contact know your information, like where you're staying, the days you're staying, if you plan on doing different type of activities within the city or off your resort, things of that sort, let them know, what things that they're going to do. If you're doing it internationally, you definitely want to have WhatsApp. You do not want to return home and have a $2,000 bill for texting somebody, I made it. You know what I'm saying? So always have WhatsApp when you're traveling international. It's a must. It's a do, it's a do, it's a do. Um, And then basic things like ladies, even for men. Hey, bro, all my brothers on here tonight. Hey, Heavy. Even whether it's international or domestic, for some of my single ladies, or even for the men, because it happens with the men too. Um, Sometimes we get friendly when we travel. We meet good folks that can come off with good spirits, and sometimes those will be the ones that can catch you up. So, they may get friendly and offer you drinks and things of that sort, or especially if we're all inclusive. The men will really show off and be like, let me treat you to a drink, knowing they ain't got to pay for it, right? However, don't accept it. Always keep your eye on your drink, never leave it unattended. Make sure you're paying attention to the bartender because the bartender may be in on some things of that sort. You want to keep it safe. Um, because, one little slick of a Mickey, you do not want to wake up or not wake up, shall I say, in a strange position. Um, Come on, Reggie, where you at? Another do and don't. And this actually happened this go around on this time that I came. Stop listening to your friends for those who like to engage and indulge in some of the natural herbs of the earth. We're gonna keep it clean, but you know what I mean. But you keep listening to your friends talking about hide it in the bottom of the deodorant can, put it in a sealed Ziploc bag at the bottom of your bag, this, that, and the third. Let me tell you what happened. On my way here, leaving BWI, we had three ladies that was on the plane. They had went through the whole process with me, stood in a long line to check in. They didn't have clear, so they stood in a longer line, checked in, got all their bags checked in, went through, um, went through the whole entire process. Sat there, waited for the plane, got on the plane. We all got seated, getting ready to take off. Right before we took off, they called three ladies on the speaker and was like, "We need y'all to the front." Called those three ladies to the front and made them get off the plane. Let me see if I can add my brother back. It's not letting me add you, Reggie. Oh, here you go. It said it's adding you, Reggie. Good. So
Yeah,
I
I
was
had been
just telling
listening
you
to your whole spiel. I heard everything. I was like, yeah, that's good
about,
info.
yeah. But yeah, so like they had asked the three ladies to get off the plane right before we flew off, and that was the end of their Jamaica trip. And they was asked because right when we were seating, the dogs had I guess, smelled or detected something from their bags. So they made them do another research in the bags, and then that was all she wrote. Now you all ready to go to Jamaica, and you all suited and booted, and then you got put off because you wanted to sneak your Irby Scurvy into another country. For all of that, it's connects that you can find, and I'm not promoting this whatsoever, but for all of that, if you can't find it when you get into your destination, just let it be. You just gonna have a natural high because, I'm not missing my vacation for something like that. And then you look at all of these people in the media today that's getting in trouble and getting time because they're getting caught on planes with paraphernalia. Don't waste your money and your trip over something stupid
No,
and something simple like that. It's not worth it. It's really not.
no. And
Um,
just to chime in real quick on a few things, like like you said, definitely let your people know where you are. There should always be
mhm.
someone that to know where you are. That is a huge thing. But just to add to that a little bit more, you know, always have copies of your documents. Always,
Yeah.
always, always. That is a huge do. Always have copies of your documents, and to make it even more efficient, not only do you make copies, but you scan them in and you send yourself an email. So that way, internationally, when you get to the front desk, if you lost something, you can just go to that email and you can print them out, right then and there. You know what I mean? Just in case your luggage gets lost and the copies of your things were in the baggage or whatever the case might be. Send yourself an email as well as make hard copies of all of your documents. You definitely want to do that. Those things are. It sounds like it's common and like, well, nothing's really gonna happen, but you definitely want to make sure that you have that. You know, set. Um.
And do it every time. And you gotta look at it like you look at insurance. A lot of people get used to getting insurance, right? And then they feel like, well, I don't ever get in an accident and I'm just wasting money and nothing ever happens to me. And the moment they let that insurance lapse, boom, somebody didn't hit you and or you didn't hit somebody or whatever the case may be, then you sure. So as much as
That's
I
another.
come and I'm used to the whole process and everything, I'm like, I still send a backup email copy to my email. I got to do better with sending those copies to my emergency contacts, but I do let my emergency contacts know, like, look, this is where I'm going to be at. These are the days I'm staying. This who going to be with me or who not going to be with me, things of that sort. So they know.
Right. And I'm glad you brought it up. Another do, a must. We have to get in the habit of being protected. And, I know it may raise the price of the trip a little bit, but a major do when traveling is travel insurance. Travel insurance will save you thousands. Like when I say
That part.
thousands, thousands, like, and I don't think people understand how much it costs to be able to be flown from another country back to the United States if you had a medical emergency. I don't think people understand how much that costs. But with travel insurance, it's included. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think people understand what it costs. I guess you want to call them third world countries or countries that are not as developed as we are here in the United States. They're going to get their money.
Yes, they
You know,
will.
you go to
Yes,
that
they
hospital,
will.
they're going to get that money. Also, it's not just about, the major illness or something happening to you or anything like that. But if you're in a hotel or you're at a resort and something goes on and you need to be moved, and having that travel insurance ensures that they can't flim flam you. So if you pay for 5-star accommodations, they cannot move you to a 3-star resort and be like, well, this is what we got. No, they have to move you to another 5-star resort on their dime, not with no additional expense to you. These are the things that we have to get comfortable with when your travel agent, such as Rishi J or Reggie J, tell you that we have travel insurances and things like that for you, that you just don't blow us off because it adds an additional cost to the price. These are the things
Exactly.
that will save you thousands in the end. And, so that's another do. Also for me, one of the things that go underrated is being on time. Do be at your on time. If your flight leaves at 5, be at the airport at 3, please. No later than 3 o'clock.
Mm-mm,
Like, I mean,
mm-mm. No, I tell people all the time, if you're doing domestic, even though they tell you this as standard, sometimes you got to be extra careful. You have to factor in everything. So for domestic, so technically for everyone who's out there who doesn't know, if you're flying domestic, technically you're supposed to arrive at the airport 2 hours before your flight departure time, right? If it's international, it's supposed to be 3 hours before your departure time. And let me explain to you why you need to factor this in and why it is important. Especially with them flights canceled. That's the truth right there. That you have let me tell you this. It's a lot of factors. First of all, you have to factor in whatever airport, whatever time it takes for you to get to that airport from your home, right? Factor in stuff like traffic, depending on what time you leave and things of that sort. You have to find parking, depending on how your parking is set up. Like, for example, I usually fly out of BWI. BWI is like a good maybe 45 minutes tops with, some little bit of traffic from my home. Let's say good weather and a little bit of traffic from my home. Then I park in when I do drive, I park in one of the overnight ones, not at the airport parking lot because it's gonna hit your head,
right.
but one of the
That
office
part.
ones, yeah. So like one of the office, not $20 a day, $30 a day, one of the $8 a day, but you gotta catch a shuttle after you park from there to the airport, right? Then once you get to the airport, depending on whether it's international or domestic, they have to have your luggage. If you're not carrying it on, they have to have your luggage through baggage at a certain time. Usually it's like 45 minutes before, um, I think it's either before your boarding time or before your flight leaves.
I think it's boarding time.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's border time. On top of the fact, let's say, for example, in my case, my flight was leaving at 10:30 a.m. However, they tell you you need to be boarded by 9:50. So if you get down there at 9:55, they close that door. You still looking at the plane, but guess what? They're not going to hear, oh, it was, they're not going to accept, oh, it was traffic. Oh, I couldn't find parking. Oh, my tire went flat. They're going to be like, see about seeing if you can
Well, thanks. Daryl said it's an hour for international. So they
yeah,
need to
so
have your bags an
for
hour.
domestic it's 45 minutes, and for international it's the hour that you have to check your bags in. But yeah, you don't get you yeah if it's say your boarding time is 9:50 and you get to that gate at 9:55 and that door is closed, you can cancel Christmas and you can wave at everybody that you were supposed to be on that plane with. So it is imperative. And you don't know if
That,
it's going to be long lines with people checking in. You don't know if people got to weigh their bags and they 5 pounds over, and you have to wait for them to unpack it and ship. I've seen it. I've experienced it where the weight is 50 and they got 53. Then they will literally
oh
sit
yeah,
there and unpack their bags and
because
shift it
now
over to their door. You
you owe
gotta
them
wait.
$65, and now you're mad because you owe them $65 for 3 pounds. But they told you, and it ain't like they didn't tell
They
you. You
told
already
you.
knew what it was gonna be. So at the end
Yeah.
of the day, understanding what the rules are, understanding where you're going, understanding where you're traveling, and understanding book with the travel agent, because at the end of the day, if you don't have the answer, all you have to do is call your friendly travel agent, and guess what we can do for you? We can research that answer. We can just know that we can do that. So, just a little, little side bit, you know what I mean? Just a little side bit. But
Oh,
you know,
well, why you say that then? Because you see how we're so passionate about educating you guys. You know,
educate,
let us educate you and do it for yourself and get paid to
right?
do it. How about that?
And that
Is
part.
that a sweet deal or not?
That part. Like,
It's
we out here because we love to travel, but we also we love you guys. At the end of the day, we love you guys and we love to travel. So with those two things being together, this is why we're actually doing these. We're going to start doing these shows because we're bringing those two passions together to help people understand that travel can be big, it can be scary, it could be crazy, it could be hectic, it could be all of those things, but it also can be the most beautifulest thing in the world. You hear what I'm saying? Like being able to travel and looking forward to that travel date, like having the butterflies in your stomach the night before. You can't go to sleep because you think Santa Claus coming, but you know you got that trip in the morning. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm talking about. Like
every moment of the day. Every
we gotta
moment of
get
the
to
day.
that.
Yeah,
We got to get
man.
people to that, and this is exactly why we're doing these shows. These shows are are an extension of the love that we have for people and travel, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like it's just what we do. You know what I mean? So now, Reese, we got to get into some of these don'ts. We got to get into some of these don'ts, and I gotta shake it off real quick. Hold on. I got a
What we
don't.
say? The shock shake.
My first don't is do not go internationally flashy. Leave the jewelry at home. Leave the accessories at home. Stop trying to go out here like you on rodeo or somewhere trying to floss and flash in somebody else's country. You have just made yourself a victim. Do not go flossing and flashing in somebody else's country. Leave that stuff at home, please. Like,
They gonna hit you upside. You gonna get the attention that you've been looking for and what you ain't looking for. I'm trying to tell you, they will target you. Some of them start off nice, but let me tell you, you have to realize, especially for most of us that's not from a third world country, it's it's a lot of beautiful spirits. Let me point that out. It's a lot of beautiful spirits all over the world. Just like we got beautiful spirits at home in the States. But we got some ugly spirits too. You know how we hear things of, people getting robbed over tennis shoes, things of that sort. This is back where America is one of the richest countries. So imagine what the mentality of people like that is in a third world country where it's survival of the fittest. They don't get paid like we do back home. Most of these people work in these resorts and stuff, they're getting paid $20, $30 a day. Who, who,
right.
who can eat off of that? Who can do their bills and keep going back and forth to work off of that? So you think they not gonna space you out and get you one of them ones in the hood, out of the hoods?
You know,
Hey,
your
how
Louis
you
V
doing?
belt,
As soon as you turn your head,
your Louis V belt ain't worth that concussion on your first night. I promise you, it ain't. It is not
you
worth it.
wake up with one sock on,
That
if
part,
that.
if that,
Mm-hmm.
then I got it. So do we? Are we clear on that? Don't do
We
not
clear. We got four stops on here.
Do not go flashy in another country. Hey, I'm
Don't
gonna hold up
do
on the don'ts real quick and let Mr. Nelson introduce himself since we already did it, and then he can jump in with us.
First of all, the devil is a liar. I've been trying to get on here for 20 minutes. You know I was on the pre-call and all of that. The devil is a liar. but my name is Darren Nelson. You know, I'm a goal builder with, you know, on the marketing side, but you know, I book a little travel too. So, you know, I do a little local travel and some international. I got some group stuff coming up next year. I'm a football coach. I got on my football gear. I don't know if you all can see. I was on the field. We just finished. But I was trying to join on the field. We've been done for a while. I've been walking around this building literally trying to get service. So I finally found me a spot. But
That's your
but
PCS.
yeah, I'm excited. Huh?
That's that Metro PCS.
Man, look, that's that Verizon mixed with DCPS. That's what that is. That's a deadly combination. Deadly.
So yeah, bro,
But I'm excited, man. Y'all know I don't even do this
I'm
type
glad
of stuff,
you're here.
man. But you know, I'm glad to be on with y'all. I'm glad y'all still on, and I'm glad I'm able to join. So what I missed? I know I missed a whole bunch.
So we were going
Nah,
over
man, we
the
was just
do's and
going over
don'ts of
some of the
traveling.
dudes.
I
We
said,
we just started with the don'ts.
Oh, okay.
so,
So I got a couple of don'ts.
so you can take it away because I think Reggie and I had covered a lot. Reggie just covered the don't go when your name brand flashy stuff when you going out of town.
Oh, absolutely not. That's a no. If you
So
live
you
in,
spin it off with some of your
you already.
don'ts.
All right, cool. So one is I don't know if y'all already mentioned it already, but let me take this off.
It's Metro PCS
Feel
acting up.
the flower. I don't really want to say it.
Shit, say Metro.
It's messing up. Hello, can y'all hear me? Hello.
We got you.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, so y'all about to make me start walking around again.
Stay right there. You got a good
So,
spot right there.
oh, all right, cool. So number one is if you smoke, you know, the good flower and you know the green. I don't want to say it because I don't want to put none of us in Facebook jails, including me. Uh, if it's in your bag, please take it
Take
out
it
your
out.
bag. You cannot, especially if you're going international. Take it out your bag. If you really need it, get it when you get there. If you are going to specific international spots, they got it for you once you come off the plane, at the resort, off the resort, all of that good stuff. That's number one. I've had people, they had to, luckily they were able to reboard the next day or, you know, later on that day. They didn't get arrested on anything, but they got put off the plane.
Yeah, that's what
So
happened with the
please,
three
please,
girls when I
please.
got here. They got put off the. They was excited, had their little snacks and everything for the plane, and they got put
Yes.
off right
And it's
before
a
we
lot to
pulled
go
off.
into that too. Yeah, because you have to contact the resort. You gotta you gotta go back to the airline and rebook if possible. So it's a lot. It's a big hassle with that. And they do have the dogs on your bag, so it ain't just profiling or whatever. Another one I have is if you are traveling international. This is me. This is my opinion. If you don't have your passport, or if you know you're getting it within the next couple of weeks or whatever, you have a trip planned like maybe in like a year, then fine. But do not plan or book international travel if you don't have a passport or if you don't have a valid passport because you're going to get your feelings hurt. And if you have trans travel protection, that maybe something can be done. But if you don't, you know that's going to be a problem. It's a really big problem.
Just
Another
so
one that
y'all
I
didn't,
have
just in
is
case y'all didn't hear him. Hold on, now. You was breaking up a little bit. Hold on. Just so if y'all did not hear him,
I
so we
was
can make
I'm about
sure
to
it's
go
clear.
outside again. Hold up.
He said, make sure that your passport is in good standings. Make sure that you're within 1 year of your
Yes.
passport expiration. Anything less than 1 year, you put yourself at risk of not being able to travel with that current passport. Some places do 9 months, some places do six
Right.
months, but to
Everybody freezing.
Uh-oh. Man, I'm going in and out.
Everybody freezing. I'm the only one with good service. Y'all better
Me,
get
am I
better.
free? All right, man.
I'm
so
glad
I
y'all
don't know if
said that.
he
I
Right.
gotta get ready to renew mine. I know mine expired next October, so I know I need to be renewing that thing like January or maybe right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait to January because I got Antigua in December. Maybe when I come back. But y'all better, yeah, don't think y'all gonna get y'all passports at the DMV like you get your ID at the DMV the same day. They don't even give it to you the same day no more. Most of them send it to your mail 7 to 10 business days at the DMV, but the passport before COVID, the regular turnaround was like 4 to 6 weeks. With COVID, I seen it get
Yep.
pushed up to 18 to 24 weeks to where some people even took longer than that, maybe 6 months. Now I know that they've been getting a little better with that and they've been a little bit caught up, but still, y'all, like you gotta be proactive. You cannot be lazy when it comes to something like this because you'll be so mad that you did all your paperwork and you thinking you gonna get it in a couple days or a week, and then it's by the time your trip come and it's the night before and you like I don't see the status updated on the website, you gonna be mad. And you don't
Absolutely.
get your money back. Like y'all be thinking when we can get those sob stories that they're going to give you your money back. They don't care about that because they're going to look at that as it being a responsibility and a liability on you. So you can't call the airline to be like, can I
right.
cancel and get a refund because I don't got my passport? They're gonna be like, you knew that before you booked.
Yep. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I
You
got one more, and then hopefully y'all can hear me because this, to me, this is besides the feel good flower. This is important. You cannot want to book your vacation or whatever at Chilligan's Island and expect five star amenities. It's not. Sorry, you're not gonna get butler service for paying for your vacation off the cereal
Cause I'm
box. It's
letting you
not
know
gonna
that
happen.
ain't no damn
You're not gonna
money.
get top shelf drinks, right?
and when you
And you
reaching
will
out
get
to
visited by the
right,
puppies.
and if you doing it and you're reaching out to your travel agent to do it, it's not. First of all, we're not. We're travel advisors. Let's start there. This is what we do. We
Right.
didn't just start a business and say, all right, I'm gonna start clicking buttons and I'm gonna book your trip. No, we educate ourselves with all of the major industries and suppliers on all rules, regulations. We do, all types of in-hand training, in-person training, things of that sort to where we really see things inside out. So you think about it, you look at one of those shows like House Hunters and stuff like that when they're like or housewives and stuff like that when they're highlighting DC and you're looking like what part of DC is that? That don't look like they
Right.
make it look like it's like Hollywood, right? And they be in the slums.
Right.
That's the same thing that takes place when you're looking online. You're looking at these pretty pictures, and y'all know we love filters. What makes
Yeah,
you think that other people don't filter their stuff? You
right.
know, when they're promoting. So, you're gonna see stuff like, oh, this is beautiful. We got this. We got this. We got this, and this is nice. They're not gonna take pictures of bed bugs. They're not
No,
gonna take pictures of rodents.
Right.
They're not gonna take pictures of roaches on the bar. So just know, like you looking at that price, thinking that price and those pictures are cute. You better listen to your advisor and hear what they got to tell you because they
Absolutely.
know the real. We know the real.
because now I'm gonna come up on this one. One of the don'ts that should stick in everybody's mind, no matter how grown you get, no matter how what. Do not, do not, and I'm gonna say this again and again and again. Do not invite randoms back to your room. I'm gonna
Yes.
say this again. Do not invite randoms back to your room. Just because they showed up that one time and everything was cool and you had a drink or two and they left, don't mean that 4 o'clock in the morning when you sleep, they ain't trying to jimmy that lock, trying to come back through that door again. And this time they might
Absolutely.
not be alone. Fellas, this goes for
Yep.
you too. Do not bring randoms back to your room.
Females just as
I just
grimy
need
as men.
just as grimy as dudes. I'm letting y'all know if
Yep.
you want to be
What they
out that
call it, the
thing,
honey trap.
if you want to be out that thing in a
Yep.
speedo and one Nike flip flap, I'm telling you that's the fastest way to end up like that. If that's what you want to do, invite randoms back to your room.
And like I said, they send their
Agreed.
representatives. Even when I went live earlier today, now granted, I know a lot of people because I've been to this part before, so I know who to sway and who not to sway. However, I'm an approachable person, and everybody sends their representative. I know I've had at least 10 to 15 new faces come to me like, beautiful, y'all, mom, are you here by yourself? Nope,
Nope.
they don't got to know that. Or who you here with, your man? You ain't got to know that either. I'm here with a lot of people. You here
Right.
with friends, family,
Yep.
like, cause they gonna try to ask. So how many of y'all? It's probably over 50 of us. We deep. It
Yep.
might just
So,
be me,
Mm-hmm.
or it might be two of us. But I'm gonna tell you, it's over 50 of us. We deep. Yeah, it's like a family reunion.
yeah. So yeah,
You
just
know.
because you
Yeah.
out here and you spent your money and you think you about to, it's about to be a hot girl summer, hot dude summer, whatever you want to call it, you know, you
You'll
f
be in a
whatever
hot
free.
mess.
I don't give a, I don't care because guess what? They gonna steal your money in just the same way they gonna steal somebody else's. So at the end of the day, I'm letting you know if you want to remain safe and you want to come back home and you want to do it in one piece and you ain't got one of these stories that people looking at on the shade room talking about that ain't really happened. Stop inviting randoms back to your room. Trust me, it'll be fine.
Right.
You will be fine. And that leads
Yep.
into my other don't. The other don't is everything can be done in moderation. You can enjoy your time. You can have as much fun as you possibly want, but do it in moderation. Do not get out of hand, overboard, getting too wild, getting too sloppy, you know what I mean? Like, don't be getting all pissed out, drunk, and whatever the case might be. Do things in moderation. Be able to keep your faculties about you and understanding where you are and the situations that are at hand. Please, let's normalize being able to go places and doing and having fun in moderation.
Agreed.
Yeah, plus no, no, you like all you and all your friends is on vacation. Y'all all want to have fun. Some friends is getting away from, you know, their whatever they had back home, getting away from your responsibilities of the kids and stuff. Nobody want to come on vacation and have to play babysitter. We already protecting each other, of course.
Right.
But I don't have time to be babysitting you. I'm sitting there turning up at karaoke, sipping on my wine, and you know, you 1.5 sheets to the wind, and I gotta stop in the middle of my groove to drag you back to your room. Look, no, pace yourself with
Right.
me and drag it out. When we saying last call, go ahead and go balls to the wall on our way. We all about to walk back up. But like, no, I'm not about to babysit you on my vacation. I don't babysit no kids back home.
Absolutely. I agree. People, like, because they in paradise, so to speak. They let their guards down, like they.
I
Nah,
can't
you gotta be the
hear
same way, like you at home. You can't hear me?
you.
Hello, hello, hello,
Your headset
hello,
is
hello,
low. There you go. There you go.
hello. You can hear me now,
Yeah. Yeah.
man? Just know this the last time I'm gonna be around here when we do this, because this is crazy. This is crazy.
Well,
But now I was just saying, like people. people go on vacation and they let their guards down because they in paradise or they somewhere nice or whatever. But you have to be the same way you will be here. Like you wouldn't be, or hopefully you won't be blackout drunk, while you at home. So you definitely don't want to do it in a foreign country or in a foreign place. You just gotta be careful, man. Like, and then depending on that, well, I don't want to say that. I was about to say something about the resorts and some of them drinks, but again, that depends. You go to Chilligan's Island, you ain't getting top shelf. You getting watered down, you know, ice drinks. So
You might
you
get
really gotta
that
be careful.
you might get that at the 5 star, but you do have options to get top shelf. But you gonna get at the bottom of the
Well,
barrel water.
yeah. Well, that's
And
where
yeah,
I'm sure y'all talked about it, where they need to get with a travel advisor, where not to get those watered down cheap drinks. Get the top shelf premium joints at the real live resorts.
so yeah,
I don't know what happened to Reggie. I guess he had the Metro PCS.
probably on the West Coast talking about the West Coast. He's alive. But no, I think we went over some real vital information today. And I will say I think the major do and don't takeaway, maybe if we did mention is one of the major do's is, protect yourself, be
Call.
careful, of course have a good time, but be safe and be careful with it. Don't do things back home. Some things that you do back home you can't do it. You can probably sneak around with the herbal things back home. Don't try it, especially international. Just don't try it. If you can't get it there, you just gonna have to sober it up and rock it out like that. The other major do, of course, have fun, enjoy yourself, live your best life, look into different things to try again that you don't get to try back at home. Um, Outside of that, especially if you're traveling international, my one major do I say tip, tip them. I don't care if it's all inclusive and you thinking because you done paid your whole bill off that you just scot free and you good. Yeah, they're working hard for you. They're working hard to provide A1 service. They're cleaning up, but probably behind your throw up when you getting too turned up. They cleaning up your nasty wet bathing suits you probably done dripped and changed it to, and your drawers and stuff that you didn't change it to dropped on the floor. Like they cleaning up and turning your bed service over and making sure you good and checking on you. And they're working hard for this. And again, these are third world countries where they don't get paid like we do back home. So, that when you're supporting business, technically, like this is their 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be, but this is their business too. So support them the way that they take care of and cater to you. Always tip.
Yep. Absolutely. I mean, just because you in a 5 star resort, that doesn't mean they live in a 5 star resort or a condo or what have you. Like all the money that they get, it helps a
Right.
lot. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that was an important nugget that you just gave. Like tip these people. Like they work hard for us. And like you said, like some of them they not getting paid like nothing. I ain't based on the
Yeah, a
exchange rate.
lot of
Like
them.
a couple of dollars can go far.
Right. Like most of them, for the most part, especially working at the resorts, for the most part, the average pay is like $20 a day. Y'all know we can't live. Y'all know we blow $100 in a day back home like it's nothing. So tip them a $20 tip for them cleaning up your room. Bartender keep putting an extra shot in your drink so it won't be extra watered down. Go ahead and slide him an extra something, something. And he gonna keep it coming and he gonna keep you right. Like that's how you showing your love, your appreciation. um, and keeping that good rapport going, and then pay it forward regardless. Like you still having fun and you treating yourself, but you treating yourself on off of someone else's sweat and hard work and things of that sort or whatever to have this experience. So pay it forward. Bless them too.
Yep.
You're gonna put the thumb up. You
Share the
think you
wealth.
trifling. Everything else you can put a heart up. You gonna put a thumb up on Tiffin? Gotta teach my kids.
Look, right. Got to teach the grandbaby like Lord. Don't be putting no thumb up tip. Stop being cheap.
You better put some hearts on that one. Show them some love. Put that blessing back in
Right.
the universe.
Right.
But I don't know. But to wrap it
Stop
up,
being cheap.
I know, right? I don't know. To wrap it up, I know you do. You know, we picking on you, yo. Um, but just to wrap it up, I think these were some vital things. You know, I'll probably do another segment. We'll probably do another segment to touch bases on safety and protection because there are some things that you can't carry on board. But it may be little things, tidbits here and there that you can travel to protect yourself on, through your check-in bags or whatever. And it's nothing, it's not, I'm not talking about guns or anything like that, but little things like they have. And I'm going to actually start gifting those to some of my clients. These things like the loud buttons, alarms that makes like the loud sounds to alarm people around you if something is happening because you might not be able to yell, stuff like that, especially for females.
Right.
They got little keychains that look like pins, like a regular pin, but it's sharp to where if you're ever in a situation, you to distract them, you might gotta give them a good poke, good stab, whatever the case. Not saying go out and stab nobody.
Right.
I'm just talking about protecting yourself, ladies, gentlemen too. Hey Cheryl, hey sis. But they have things like that to where it is. I'm not saying you can't go on here with your taser. You can't go on there with a big old, crocodile Dundee blade or
Oh,
machete
okay. All right, man.
or guns, but things like that you can be able to little rings that look like knuckle bracelets or whatever, stuff like that, just to protect yourself, just in case that you can actually put in pack in your check-in bag, but not on your carry-on. Um, stuff that just that's like so. I guess that'll be like a segment with like self-defense, especially for solo travelers and female solo travelers like myself. And when I start getting those things together, I'll show y'all and we can cover that. But I think we covered a lot of vital information today with do's and
I
don'ts,
agree.
you know. Um, so, with that being said, while we get ready to, I guess, wrap it up since Reggie is not popping back on, we don't think. Do you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, not at this moment. I'm just excited and about what we're about to do and what we are about to embark on. It's about to blow up, like Martin told Cole, about to blow up, blow boom. So
Baby.
so it is. We really gonna have a lot of information when we focus on a topic or two. Like you all said, this is just an introduction, and you know I'm excited. I can't wait.
I'm
Can't wait for
excited
the next one.
too.
And I will be in a location where
What
I
was that
have
you gonna
service where
say?
I won't go in and out.
And you can hop on
Yeah,
that 30 minutes and it don't take you 30 minutes to try to
right,
log on.
right. And running for my life trying to find a good spot.
Oh, good. I can't wait. I can't wait for the next topic. I think Reggie House is back on now, so he sees. But if he can't, oh yeah, he is. He just asked me to add him. Um, but yeah, we're gonna have a lot of exciting things, and then y'all might get tired of our face. Not that we care.
Hey
But
y'all,
we have some other.
No.
I don't mean to interrupt y'all, but during broadcasting, I was stung by a blackjack, so I had to go.
This is why this our
See, this
West
this
Coast
what you gonna
Wild
get from
Child.
the travel misfit.
Our West Coast Wild Child.
You
I
got
swear. This is why
Yo,
he's a travel hero.
right.
Anything
This
that
is why
can
we are
go
who we
wrong
are.
will go wrong. That's why
Right.
but we bounce back. We bounce back. But no, we
man,
wrapping it up. I hope you're okay, Reggie. You
I
might
just
gotta
want y'all
get
to know my
um
arm is on fire, yo. Like it is.
does anyone in your house smoke cigarettes?
No, but what do you gotta do?
Take take the tobacco out. Look, this is another lesson. Take the tobacco out of it
Huh?
and wet it a little bit and put it where you got stung at.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm getting ate up by DC mosquitoes out here. It's I don't see no
look, I
black jacks
told
when
you,
I
girl
ain't,
just
but
said the same thing. Put some tobacco on it like the old folks used to get. That's how you do it. So it'll get this thing out because that's probably what's hurting it. So take the tobacco, the actual tobacco inside of the cigarette and wet it a little bit and put it on that spot. I was just telling him that, girl.
Yo, like when I say
That's
on
what the old
fire,
folks do.
my arm is on fire. Like,
That's probably why it's on fire because you probably still have the stinger in there.
whew. Well, I'm gonna finish this show, this live. We gonna get this inaugural show out the way, and then I'm gonna go do whatever the hell I gotta do because this.
Take it, leave it to
yeah,
us. That's
we was
why we the
closing out when you
misfits.
jumped
That's
back
why
on.
we the misfits. Leave it up to
Right.
us. Something's gonna go wrong whenever we try to do something. But we gonna keep bouncing back. But just get the tobacco. But no, we were just wrapping it up. Looking forward to the next session. We're gonna have different. Say you sweating like honeysuckle. And it's like, oh, this is a nice big flower right here.
You know what?
But
I don't like
no.
neither one of y'all.
Yeah, it's time to wrap it up. It's time to wrap it up.
All right, so we're gonna
We
wrap it up. So
yeah.
we have more topics that we're gonna dive into on future references, future shows, and we're gonna have some other guests because we have so many amazing um, business partners that have their own travel businesses, and everyone has their own special niches and experiences and things like that. So we would love to have them on as a guest to share some experiences. Like I know we have some that specializes in cruise and know cruises from A to Z and 1 to 23.
Right, 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 right.
I don't know cruises, but I still can't give you that spin that some of our amazing business partners have and things like that. So we will have some guests coming on future shows. We have some amazing topics that we touch bases with to share with you guys. And again, giving you guys just the fun. Like this is what we love doing. We love traveling and we love the advisors. We love our people and we love sharing this knowledge and this experience with you guys. So, you can either go through us to educate it and book it for you guys and give you this experience, or we can be your mentees or your mentors, shall I say, your mentors and your coaches and get you started with your own travel business so you can experience this yourself. And then next thing you know, you might be on this live with us as a guest. So, reach out to us at,
Absolutely.
once again, Mr. Nelson, aka the cool, what was his nickname?
The chill
The chill
factor. Just be
factor.
on chill.
You got Mr. Randy Johnson, our West Coast wild child. He's from Washington D.C. He's from Washington D.C. Talk about some West Coast, the West Coast
West
anything,
side.
but he just left us for the
In
West
fact,
Side. Go ahead and
I
stay
was
over there.
I was gonna go ahead and sea walk for y'all as an outro, but I got stung, so now
You gotta do the stung joint. You gotta, yeah. And then you got Mixes in your favorite indicator. So y'all know I'm still here in
Yeah.
Jamaica. I'm about to switch up into another outfit and get into some
But that's
Jamaican
right. That's right.
shenanigans while I'm here. This is my little therapeutic shenanigans, that good stuff. But catch us on the flip side. I think we're gonna come back. We're gonna try to do this again next Friday. That's it. Or I know you have practice, so we'll spin it. But we'll be back to y'all live.
you
And
know
Absolutely. Absolutely.
who knows.
See y'all on the next
thank
one.
y'all for tuning in to the Travel Misfits. We're gonna come up with a theme song.
Yes, indeed.
Hey man, peace out, good people. Like I'm
Yeah.
glad we was able to get this done, man. For real.
Yeah. Love y'all. Mwah.
All right. Peace. Have fun,
Thank
Reese.
you.